If you're outside maybe picnicking tonight or planning to do something this week, Brek, some changes on the way?
We're seeing some changes here throughout the afternoon. Northern Utah, it's just isolated showers, more widespread rain, even some thunderstorms looking towards central and southern Utah. But with the rain, we're getting a rainbow. This was just sent a few moments ago, coming in from Bethany, who up in Roy saw this rainbow. Yeah, we need the rain, not only, of course, to see this sight, but to help us get out of the drought. As we are seeing across most of northern Utah, not much activity, but it's definitely cooler today. And winds have been picking up. A view from our Intermountain camera, you can see that camera just shaking where, as you look in Salt Lake City, sustained winds at 21 miles per hour. We have been seeing some wind gusts in excess of 35 miles per hour. Front, of course, dropping temperatures where a couple of days ago, even yesterday, we were in the 80s. A couple of days ago, tying records. That's the focus for the temperature. But what about precipitation? Yes, we're getting some rain. And looking long range, well, some signs of optimism here, where we look out 6 to 10 days, models showing that at least across northern Utah, leaning to find above normal precipitation. It has been a long time as I've been showing this models every week, where for most situations it's been looking at below normal numbers here across the state. So improvements, beginning to see a trend, which I like to see. But to get to this point where we start to see showers ushering in, we're going to take about 5 to 6 days before we start seeing a couple of storms that'll be bringing in that rain a little bit later on. So for your headlines, yes, we're going to be looking at the chance of rain here tonight across southern into eastern Utah. Tomorrow, it's lingering showers, just mainly eastern Utah portions, or I should say at least northern, western, southwestern Utah. We start to see some improvements, and the temperature will be climbing as high pressure does build in. Yeah, it's going to get warm, returning back to the 80s along the Wasatch Front. Currently, though, the focus has been turned towards southern Utah. The front in its position, providing for some instability. You see a band of rain all the way from Milford, Cedar City, up through Moab, and then tracking towards the Uinta Basin. And yes, we are seeing some thunderstorm activity. A little few lightning strikes as we look just in Capitol Reef, turning toward Escalante as well. North of St. George, we are seeing a few thunderheads rolling through. Central Utah, not much going on. Northern Utah, pockets or just isolated showers. Box Elder County, Weber County, I showed you up there in Roy. That's turning over towards Woodruff and Randolph as well. As this front moves through, we get some wraparound moisture that will linger on into eastern Utah. Then the high pressure builds in. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of an extended break up until next weekend. Then we start to see things change. But let's focus in for tonight. Rainfall across southern Utah expected, eastern Utah as well. For tomorrow, we don't see much activity except across the east. Drier air begins to track in, and then we start to see improvements and a lot of sunshine moving ahead. As again, we don't need the break from the rain, but we're going to get it at least as we look for the first few days of the work week. Now for tomorrow, we're waking up with partly cloudy skies along the Wasatch Front. It's going to be a little bit cooler, down into the 40s for overnight lows. Highs rebounding a little bit warmer than today. We're in the mid 60s in Salt Lake City. On average, we should be in the upper 60s, so we'll be close to average. It's feeling more spring-like, and still that chance of some scattered rain through eastern Utah. St. George's 80s to mid 80s. Then it's 90s. Wednesday, Thursday, close to 90 degrees. Friday, cool front hits, dropping temperatures, bringing clouds. We don't see rain in St. George except for tonight. And then for northern Utah, we got partly cloudy skies. Temperatures climbing into the 80s by Thursday. Now next weekend, we start to shake things up, cooling us off. We start to see some rain, and long-range models showing the following week, Monday, Tuesday, statewide, we start to see a little bit more rain. So yeah, leanings to find some positivity here, bringing the rain, but we get a break here and bring those temperatures back up.